what's the biggest benefit for you to having a few days off between games after coming back from the injury?
I mean, it's huge for everyone in the locker room. You play a hard series, triple overtime. I think all the guys in there were happy with the 2 days of not skating. But it was nice to get out there again and get back at it.
We'll go back to Ken Weeb from Sportsnet Code Weaver.
And Nikolaj, how was your body feeling after 2 long games in the way back?
It's feeling good now. But the first 2 days, yesterday and the day before that, the legs were pretty tired. Going into 2 overtimes in 2 games and playing 3 overtimes in the second game. The legs are going to be a little tired for everyone. So feel good now, well rested, and ready to get back at it.
We'll go next to Ted Wyman from the Winnipeg Sun. Go ahead, Ted.
Thanks, Gregor. Hey, Nikolaj, how do you describe the feeling, the euphoria, when you're taking part in those celebrations after your goal and after Kyle's overtime goal?
I mean, that's what it's all about. We battle as hard as we do, and we're able to win those games. It feels good. The both games we came back and tied it up and ended up winning those games, and that feels good. Obviously you don't want to be behind in any games, but knowing that we can be behind by a couple of goals and come back just shows what type of team we are, and that makes the celebrations a lot better.
We'll go next to Jeff Hamilton from the Winnipeg Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Gregor. Hey, Nikolaj. This game is so mental, right? I mean, the mental side is such an important part, and I imagine this season, the regular season, the confidence for you has continued to grow. But the moments you have in playoffs, when the game picks up and the intensity picks up, to have that kind of impact in such an important game, how does that help you, not just with your confidence, but almost kind of feeling your place in this league?
I don't know. I mean, we're about 30 guys in that locker room, and everyone knows what they need to do to help this team win games. And for me, after being out for a little, coming back, and it was just a matter of getting back out there, playing the game, and sticking with the game that the Winnipeg Jets play. And I think I was able to do that well, and help this team win. So, playoffs are so fun to play, and you don't want to lose any game in the playoffs, but we go out there and we battle hard every single game. We're going to give ourselves a chance to do something big here.
We'll go back to Jeff Hamilton for a follow-up. Go ahead, Jeff.
And just one quick follow-up on that. You're right. You missed the last 9 games of the regular season. That's a tough thing to get in. The series has already started. That's a tough thing to just get into and match that intensity. How much of what you were able to achieve in the regular season, the kind of regular season you have, helped you kind of mentally, I guess maybe physically, feel good and be able to kind of make that impact in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I also think that I kind of, you learn every single year, and you learn every single playoffs and what it takes to win, and what it takes to help a team win. And I think that for myself, I've just really tried to learn from the past and try to get better. it wasn't that hard getting back into it, because I think the way that we play, we try to play a playoff style hockey as quick as we can in the regular season. It's never going to be the same in the regular season as it is in the playoffs, but you can get close to it. And when you got a game plan and a system that works, and that doesn't change much during the playoffs, it's easy to get back in. So it was just a matter of getting myself going, getting my body and my legs going for this series. So I felt good out there, and yeah, it was exciting.
We'll go next to Carter Brooks from Game On. Go ahead, Carter.
Hey, Nick. You touched a little bit on the physical exhaustion that you experience and teammates experience in overtime. What about the mental exhaustion? What do you do to deal with that when you're heading into overtime, the second straight game, triple overtime? How do you handle that?
I mean, you go into triple overtime, and it's 12:45 a.m. You're starting to get a little bit tired for sure. But again, this is what you work for. Going into a triple overtime it's fun in the way that you score that one goal, and it's all worth it. You could see that on the celebrations. The boys were pumped, and like I said, that's what you work for all season. It's what you work towards, and mentally it felt great, getting that win. So it's exciting for us.
We'll go next to Kelly Moore from 680 CJOB. Go ahead, Kelly.
Thank you, Gregor. Good afternoon, Nikolaj, and congratulations on the series. For you to come back in and have the impact the way that you did, was that confidence from the regular season, or did it help for you to have scored in the postseason the summer before in the bubble that allowed you to come back and have the proper and perfect game mental frame of mind that you did?
Well, I feel like I answered that before. It's all from past experiences in the playoffs. Like I said, you learn a lot every single year in regular season and in the playoffs. And you work on it. And like I said just before here, we have a game plan that doesn't change completely during the playoffs. So it felt great being back in the battle with the guys, and I try to do my job as well as I can to help these guys win.
And final question to Ted Wyman from the Sun. Go ahead, Ted.
Nikolaj, from your perspective, how has Logan Stanley's game evolved from training camp, when he didn't even really start with the main group, until now?
I mean, he's a big boy. He's an incredible guy in that locker room. He's funny. He brings a lot to this team. And again, you learn so much every single year, and he's definitely learned. I think he's learned a lot from the guys that have been in the league for a little bit, and he still learns a lot. So he's a guy that will talk to you about the game, about the plays, and then do better next time. So having a guy like him on the team, who's a huge presence out there and plays hard, blocks shots, does all the little things right. It's fun for us, and it helps us a lot.
Thanks very much, Nick.